What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to have a pretty fun tutorial. So this is going to be how to use Clipchamp. Now Clipchamp, if you didn't know, is the editing software I use to edit all of my videos. So let's just get right into the video. So first of all, you're going to want to come to your search bar here and type Clipchamp and just search that. Now there should be a logo that comes up, or a link, sorry, that says clipchamp.com, something around that. Quick and easy video editor. You can go ahead and click on that. And then it should take you to a login page like this. So you're going to go ahead and click sign in, or if you haven't done it, you're going to click try for free. And I already have an account, so it signed me in automatically. But you will basically make your account and it will just automatically do this. You can either use your email, log in with Google, Microsoft, there's so many different options, or you can click sign in and that will work as well. So it's going to take you to something that looks similar to this. Now as this video gets older, it may update or change, but for now this is what it looks like. So as you can see, here are some of my videos here. So we're going to go ahead and come to the top here, and we're going to just click create new video is what I do. I don't use these templates, but you can. I will go more in detail with those later. This is also another feature that I will talk about later. So you're just going to click create a new video. Should take a second, and this is, by the way, the web browser version. There is an app you can install, but I just use the web browser because I find that to be easier. So you're going to come up, click up here. First thing you want to do is title this. So I'm just going to call this Clipchamp tutorial, and then you're just going to click like down in this blank space, and now you have this tutorial here. And you may be asking, okay, now what? You are going to, it should look something like this. Click your media and import media. It should come up with your file explorer here. If it does not, you can go ahead and click this here, and it should be browse files. You can grab them. Browse files is what you're going to want to click. And then you're going to have to figure out where your screen recorder or whatever your clip is stored on your PC. So mine is stored on your desktop, YouTube channel, and then videos and clips. And then I have so many clips, and I have just not deleted any of these. But there's so many, so I'm just going to come over here to where it is. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and click on it. This is my clip here, I think. And then you're going to press open. And if you know how long your video was, for example, I know mine was 1 minute and 10 seconds, and this says 1 minute 10 seconds. That is great. That means it's working. So you can either press this add to timeline thing. This is your delete option, and then you can just click and drag and drop. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and drag and drop it right to here. So we'll just do that, and it loads it in here. Now it is this long, and it stays this long. And if I add a text thing, for example, so we'll get more into this, but if I just drop something else in here, it looks like that. But if I make it, like, this is going to be really helpful for you guys. If I make it super duper small like that, I can no longer change the size of it. So what you're going to do, if you have a keyboard and mouse, you're going to hold Control and then use the scroll wheel to change lengths of things. And then you can go ahead and over here, and eventually it will get big enough to where you can change the size. And if you see, you can literally see how fast this is going. Like, that's how, what I've made it. So we'll go ahead and close that, come back over here, and that's going to be very helpful. If you have like a touchpad on your computer, you're just going to take 2 fingers and have one swipe up and down, and that should like work as well. And your mouse is going to need to be in this zone here. So after you've done that, you have your clip, and you can go ahead and watch it if you want. This is what mine looks like. It's just a simple Roblox clip here. There are all sorts of things you can do. I'm going to start over with going over one by one what's on the side here. So I've already gone over our import media selection option. Jeez, I cannot talk today. You can come over down here to record and create. This is going to be able to let you record your screen and camera, your screen, or text-to-speech. Now, I do not use this like ever. What I do is I will use OBS, which is my recording software. But if you'd like to use Clipchamp to record your screen, go ahead. I have not tried it, so I don't know how well it works. So go ahead and let me know down in the comment section below. Next is the content library. This is where you will find all your free videos, animations, and I guess that's it, and music. So you can go ahead and click on audio if you want to see all your audios. So we can go to all content music, and there's all these different categories. Since I don't have there is a Clipchamp premium subscription, but I do not pay for it and I have plenty of options. So I'll just go over to this free to use section, and there are all sorts of musics, like for example, inspiring country trailer. Or you could listen to, like, I guess, Inspire Me, whatever this is. So there's all sorts of different things. So yeah, there is lots of different options for music. If we go back here, there is also the visuals, which is going to be animations, like there's subscribe stickers. So for example, you got like this here. So some free things. There's also like some videos, so there's subscribe panels. There's, for example, this random video, no idea what you'd use this for, or this one here. So there's just some like basic stock videos that you're able to use. That's what we have under the content library section. Now we're gonna head over to templates. Now this I don't use just because I don't want to, but basically these are things like, for example, if you're making a TikTok video, Clipchamp thinks this will be a good thing for you. If you're making a YouTube video, they have one for that. If you're making a travel video, a Halloween video, Christmas video, intro and outro for YouTube, real estate, I guess.
It's free real estate.
All sorts of things. So you can go ahead and check those out. And that is our templates. So our next section is going to be text. Now text is used a lot by me, so any like words that you want to add, you are going to use text. So you can add to timeline, or I would prefer drag and drop. There's all sorts of different things that you can go ahead and use. There's all these title ones, there's these 2-line ones, so like this one, this one, this one. There's caption ones. There's special ones, so like a credits roll, there's a timer, there's a rating. There's this one. There's also intros and outros, which are very interesting. So there's all sorts of different text things. So let's just go ahead and add this groovy text here. Well, not yet. We'll go over these sections first. Next, we have transitions. Now, transitions is going to be used if you have 2 clips. So for example, I'm just going to come over here. I'll show you how to do this in a minute. But I have 2 clips here, so I can move these around now. The way you separate these clips is if you have one long clip, and let's say I want to cut out a portion of it. So let's say I don't like from here. So we're going to go ahead and press this scissor over here, or if you have a keyboard, you can press S on your keyboard. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then let's say I want to get rid of it until here, for example. Then I'm going to go ahead and press the scissor again, or S on my keyboard. Now I can take this portion and I can go ahead and move it over here in case I want to use it later, or I can just go ahead and right click and delete it. So now that is gone. I can go ahead and bring it back with this simple shortcut. So now we can delete this gap, and we can watch here. My clip goes from here to here. So I know you probably wouldn't use that, but that's just an example. And then sometimes this will come up add transition, or sometimes it won't. So you're going to go ahead and pick one of these. I'm just going to use this push right here and drag and drop right on this green plus. And if I come over here now to the right side, transition, we're going to go ahead and click that. This is how you customize your transition. So I want to make it, this is in seconds by the way, I want to make it 1 second long. So I'm going to go ahead and watch this now. And as you can see, it's going to transition. So entirely free. And then in order to undo your things, you can either press this undo arrow or press Control Z on your keyboard. And each time you do it, it's going to undo one change you made. So now it is back to, the video is back to how it originally was. Now the last thing here, brand kit. This is something that you need premium for, so I'm not going to worry about that, but that is something you can go ahead and work on. I honestly have no idea what people use these for. But anyways, now we're going to go ahead and try some editing with what we have learned. So first of all, we're actually going to click on this, and this right side of the screen, you can see all these options here. After you click on the video and it has this cyan outline, you will see all sorts of different options that you can go ahead and try for your video. So we're gonna go top down here and look at these right hand options. So our first option is audio. Now audio is basically how loud do you want your clip, how quiet do you want your clip. And you can also see this option called detach audio. That will basically, if I go ahead and press this, it will go ahead and detach my audio. And now the audio for my clip is going to be separate, and it should just show up right over here. It may even show up right over there. And after that is loaded, it'll basically be like separate, so I can go ahead and change how long I want the audio on this clip to be. The next thing I'm going to go over is fade. So our fade is, the max is 2 seconds for fade, and here is what it does. So if I come over here to the beginning of my video and I add a 2-second fade at the beginning, this is what it will do. So it will fade your audio and your video itself. So that's pretty cool. That's the fade option. The next is filters. So filters is basically these layovers. So right now I have none, but I can go ahead and add, for example, the retro filter, so it'll look all bright. There's like a fall one, old western. There's all sorts of different ones you can go ahead and look at. There's even a few different black and white ones. So for example, if I wanted this muted black and white, whatever that is, there's a soft black and white. There's all sorts of different options here. So that is your filters. Those are layovers. There's some duotones here as well. And that's your filters. So next is effects. Now effects are special. There's all sorts of different things. For example, there's rotate. So if I add that and turn up the speed all the way, it's basically going to do this. And this is a pain. No one's probably going to want to look at this. But for example, if you're just going to like make your screen spin for a thing, you know, you can go ahead and split a part of your clip and then have a little rotate thing. And you just click on it to undo it. There's also a slow zoom option and a green screen option, which your green screen option can actually be for green, blue, or red, which is very cool. So it'll basically remove any green. So if you like have any green you'd like to get rid of. All sorts of other effects like this radial effect and this vertical effect that you can go ahead and check out. Next, we're going to look at this color adjustment. So this is basically just some simple stuff. I almost never have to get into this, but basically it will let you adjust the exposure, contrast, saturation, temperature, and transparency. So your transparency will be basically what you thought, how clearly you can see the thing behind you. Temperature will be like warm and cool. Go ahead and press this reset button if you want. All that stuff. So next, our last thing here is the speed. So the speed of our video is controlled by these two sliders that you're going to see here in just a second. Now I can make this video 16 times speed, and my 1 minute video has turned to just 5 seconds. Now in your video editor it may seem pretty laggy here, but once you export it, it should be pretty good. You can also make it down to 0.1 times the speed to really extend the length of your video. Like now it's 11 minutes and 45 seconds, which is really long. So that is all this amazing stuff over here, and that is most of it. So now if we go ahead and click on nothing, this is how it should look. If you go ahead and click on your video here, there's some other options. For example, I can drag how big I want my video to be, that kind of stuff. I can also crop it. So if I only wanted the timer to be visible for some odd reason, if I only wanted the timer to be visible, I can go ahead and crop it here, press the check mark, and now I only have the timer here of my video. Now I'm going to go ahead and undo that because I don't want that. But another thing you can do with this crop feature is if I crop it to be, let's say, just the timer, for example, and I literally just have the timer, but I can't quite get it perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and press this button called fill. And basically what this will do is it will fill my crop to the screen. You can also press fit, which will basically make it fit edge to edge, whatever the wider set of edges is, whether it's up and down or left to right. So I'm going to go ahead and just not worry about that. There's also this picture-in-picture mode, which will basically move your clip up here. And I'm going to just go ahead and undo that. There's this rotate mode, so you can basically just rotate, whether you can make it upside down if you want. Then there is flip horizontal, so you can basically mirror it and then flip vertical, so you can also mirror it that way. So I'm going to go ahead and undo all these changes because I don't actually want any of these. But those are all some fancy things you can do with the video. So that's about all for the video part. So now let's go ahead and try and add some things. So I'm going to go over the text, and I'm going to go ahead and add this groovy text. Or let's go ahead and add these fireworks when I die, for example. So you're gonna have to, you can use these to skip 5 seconds. So it appears that I just died right about here somewhere. So we're gonna go ahead and find where that is. I think it's right about here. So I die right here, so I'm going to go ahead and grab this groovy text. I'm going to put it here, and see when this timeline thing turns magenta, that means it's like perfectly lined up. So I'm going to go ahead and make this big, and then I'm going to go ahead and click on it, press text up here for one of my text options, and as you can see, some of the options are here, some of them are not, so I can fade in and out my text, and I can also add effects and adjust the colors, but I'm not going to worry about that because I went over that for the video. So the text is right here. What do you want it to say? So if I play it default, it'll just say groovy, and I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hover over it somewhere in the middle just so I'm able to see it, and I'm going to make it say lol. Let's do lol can't believe you died. And if it doesn't fit like you can see here, you can go ahead and press enter in the text box and it will make it fit basically. I totally just screwed that up real quick. Lol, can't believe you died. And then I'm going to put an exclamation point. And now I'm going to go ahead and highlight this in this text box here and change my font to whatever I want. These are all your fonts. I'll do this. This looks like that Mr. Beast font, I think.
I'm Mr. Beast.
This is size here. You can also choose alignment, whether you want it to be aligned left, middle, or right. I'm just going to say left. This is also your primary color, so like if I want that to be green, I'm just going to leave it white though. And then I can also change what position it's in. I'm just going to keep it centered there. And let's go ahead and watch this. So as you can see, I'm about to die here, and my text looks pretty cool. Lol, can't believe you died. This is the groovy text. Now there's all sorts of text options, so I'm not going to go over all of those, but that is something you can do. For example, there's this make it glow thing. Let's just put this in here and say, what if I wanted it to say, hello subscribers. So if you're subscribed to me, this is to you. I want it to be this font. I'll make it a little bigger, and then the glow color I can change to whatever I want. I'm gonna make it a nice green. Actually, let's make it black, blue. Let's do blue. So that's that. The stroke color is this part here, so I'll make that green. It'll look kind of weird. Or this nice light blue. How about that? And now when I play this part, you'll see this. So hello subscribers, and it's got that little effect. And then a little thing I'd like to note, this plain text is legit just boring. And the way you customize this text is you actually have to press this edit text button here, and then it'll highlight it, and then you actually type it here and not over here. Let's go hello, and just that. You can bold that, and there's not really much special for this default text. It's just like some default text, and we can go ahead and fade it if we wanted to. Fade 1 second, 1.1 seconds, something like that. So as you can see, this text you can fade and it looks kind of good. So if you want text to fade and it'll say hello, and then it'll fade out. And you can go ahead and just adjust that. Let's go ahead and add a transition. So right here, let's say I want to cut out from this part to this part. We'll go ahead and delete this chunk, and you can go ahead and delete this gap here. That will push everything forward. So we're going to go ahead and add a transition here, and let's go ahead and add a nice spin. So we'll do this spin. We can make it like 3 seconds. There we go. I would probably never do this, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's not make it 3 seconds. Actually, we'll just make it like 1.5 or something like that. 1.5. There we go. Let's go ahead and try this out now. As you can see, it spins from right there to lol, can't believe you died. So that is a transition. let's go ahead add a content library. Or go to the content library. There's this sound effect here. These free sound effects, like, and some of that. So you can go ahead and use those if you want. I'm going to go to the visual section and then go to the where is it? The videos. I'm gonna go videos, and then I want to use this one right here because I want to have actually content library. Let's see what we want to use here. All sorts of content. Let's go ahead and go to videos, and then we'll go to subscribe panels here. So there's these different things. Let's go ahead and use this one right here. So we'll go put this right here. So that since this is a video, it can't be up with the text. And we'll just go ahead and actually put this on top is what we'll need to do so you can see it. And this is what it's going to look like. It'll be less laggy once it's exported. These subscribe panels I always have issues with. They're always laggy in the editor, but they always end up better once they export. So that is mostly, if not all of the features of Clipchamp. I've gone over the media, the recording and creation, the content library, the templates, the text, the transitions, and the brand kits, and then also the different things you can do along the side here. So I guess that is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching this Clipchamp tutorial. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. I will try to answer them as soon as I can. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time in another video. Bye!